Hi everyone, just setting up here for my class to begin in about 12 minutes. I'm just setting up and I'll see you at 5:30 p.m. Los Angeles time, just a few minutes more. Okay, hi everyone. Welcome to Vinyasa Yoga. My name is AMIT HERI. I'll be teaching the class today. Let's begin in a comfortable seated posture. I like to use a small bolster to sit on, especially if your hips are a little tight. It's nice to sit on a bolster. So please sit on the bolster and crossing your shins. Move the flesh from under the buttocks so the sit bones spread on the bolster, and flex your feet a little bit, placing your hands at the roots of your thighs. Gently relax the hips where the femur bones insert into the hip sockets. Relax and allow the knees to just drop down towards your feet and towards the floor. And pushing down slightly with your hands, lift your sternum up, take your shoulders back, drop your shoulder blades down your back, and bring your elbows towards each other behind you to lengthen the spine and squeeze the shoulder blades in to push the sternum up from behind. Place your head neutrally over your spine with the chin slightly down. And stay here, holding your body with your actions and getting a sense of what's going on in the physical body as you sit here in this first posture, relaxing the lower part of your body into the floor and the props, dropping the weight through the sit bones and extending the upper part of the body, the spine, up. Notice the position of the 12 major joints in your body, your ankles, knees, the hips, and the sit bones, your shoulders, elbows, and wrists. And try to balance the position and the action around these 12 major joints between left and right ankle, left and right knee, left and right hip, left and right shoulder, elbow, and wrist. And bring your hands to your thighs, palms facing up. Relaxing your hands, lift your sternum up again, take your shoulders back, relax the shoulder blades down. And to bring the nervous system to a more relaxed state, close your eyes and suggest for your throat to relax. Release the skin on your face, your forehead, and your cheeks. And soften your eyes. Let them just rest. And to bring the mind to the present moment in time and space, observe your breath as you breathe naturally. Observe the quantity of your breath, the quality. Is it relaxed or is it strained in any way? And as you focus the mind on your breath, withdraw it from different time, a different place. Gently keep it focused on the simple act of observing your breath. Good, and then open your eyes, please. You're going to come up to standing. We're going to work with mountain pose today, a little bit in the beginning. You can move your proper way and just come to standing. Let me go back a little bit so you can see my hands as well. Start by placing your feet either hip distance apart or classical position, big toes touching and the heels slightly apart. Lifting the front of your right foot, stretch the skin at the sole of your foot by pushing out from big toe mount and release the foot down. Do it on the other side. Lift the front of the left foot, press down on the heel, and stretch the skin at the sole of your left foot. Release it down. Bend your knees slightly and lift all your toes up. Press down on the big toe mounds, just behind the big toes. The little toe mounds, drop the little toes to the floor. Keep the other toes lifted. And the center of your heels and straighten your legs. Activate your thighs to lift your kneecaps up. Lift your sternum up to extend the spine and take your shoulders back, straighten the arms to the side with your palms facing forward. External rotation of the upper arms to drop the shoulder blades down and head neutrally over your spine. Stay there. Now, if possible, drop your big toes down, the little toes down, and try to lift the three toes in between. Activate your thighs and spin your inner groins back. Drop the tailbone forward and lift the lowest back rib in the back body to lengthen the back wall of the abdomen, and this will take your navel into the spine. Stay there, holding your body with your actions, and refine between left and right, the action of the feet, left and right, the action of the thighs, left and right, the action of the glutes, left and right, action of the upper arms rotating out, left and right action of the forearms stretching, lengthening to straighten the elbows, and left and right action of the fingers in the palms stretching to open the wrist joint. Now relax your hands, loosen the legs a little bit, and take your hands out to the side, palms facing up. Drop the shoulder blades and take your hands all the way up. Hands can be in line with the shoulders, bend the elbows a little bit, and recharge the actions from the floor. Recharge the actions in your feet, activate your thighs, lift the sternum. With the elbows bent slightly, spin your triceps in, which is this part, spin it in, and then lift the thumb side of your wrist to begin straightening the elbows and take the hands in line with your upper arms in line with your ears. Stay here, take the navel in a bit. And refine your actions in the posture. Now release the hands in front. Interlock your fingers, turn your palms out with your elbows bent slightly. Take the shoulders back, drop them down, and then straighten your arms and take your hands above your head. And once again, recharge the action from the floor, from your feet, thighs. Lengthen the sternum, spin the triceps in, widen the collarbones, take the shoulder blades down your back, and then straighten the elbows any amount. And take the navel in, drop the tailbone, and lift the lowest back rib up. There are so many actions in mountain pose, but if you can find clarity in your actions in mountain pose, the rest of the practice also becomes clearer. And your actions in the other postures also become clearer. Mountain pose is a very important posture in that regard. And release your hands. I'm going to turn around so you can see my back because we're going to do some variations with the hands. Start by taking your hands out to the side, palms facing up, and then hold your elbows behind your back. I bent my left elbow first. I'm holding my right elbow, and then I'm holding the left elbow. And work the actions from the floor again. Your feet, your thighs, lift the sternum up and take your shoulders back to widen the chest. The back of your hands will go towards your spine, but the elbows move away to open the front of the chest. Drop the tailbone, take the navel in. Stay here. And release the hands. Change the clasp. Bend the other elbow first. I bent the left earlier, so I'm bending the right now. And then hold the elbow. Again, work the actions from the floor up. Feet, thighs, lift the sternum, take the shoulders back, elbows away from the back. Bring the navel in, drop the tailbone, and stay here. Release your hands, take your hands up to the side, palms facing up. You can repeat holding the elbows, or if it's available for you, reverse namaste. So namaste behind your back. And relax the shoulders first, work from the floor again in your feet. Activate your thighs, lift your sternum up, and then bring the thumb side of your palms towards each other. The elbows will go back, shoulders will go back to lengthen and widen the chest. Drop the tailbone slightly, bring the floating ribs in, the lowest rib in the front body, bring it in and stay there. Now release the right hand. You can use the right hand to push the left hand up your back a little bit more and bring the elbow in. That helps. Bring the left elbow in and take the left hand up your back. Then take the right hand up, palm facing up. External rotation of the right upper arm, dropping your right shoulder blade down your back, and then take the hand all the way up. Try to place the upper arm, the right upper arm behind your head. Then bending the elbow, clasp if you can. You can also use a belt here if you're not able to clasp, or you can also release the left hand and hold the top of the right elbow from above like this and pull the hand in. You can also do this, which is nice for the right side. If you have the clasp, then lift the left sternum up, take the left shoulder back, and this opens the left side as well. Take your head back. The right hand behind you, use your left hand to help you pull the elbow in and then walk the right hand up your back. And take your left hand in line with your shoulder, palm facing up, drop the shoulder blade straight up, take the arm straight up, place the upper arm behind your head, bending the elbow, clasp if you can, or hold the top of the elbow like I showed you on the other side. Lift the head, take the right sternum up, take the right shoulder back, and use your head to push the left arm back and open the armpit chest area. Hold your body with your actions and stay there for a few breaths. And release, please. Okay, and then just shake out your legs a bit and your arms. Savasana is a pretty static posture, mountain pose. Just relaxing the joints, releasing them. Okay, and next we're going into tree pose. From here, let me face you again, and I'm going to mirror it for you. So when you look at the screen, it looks like we're practicing on the same side. So come back to Savasana, nice foundation at the soles of your feet, spreading the skin and distributing the weight evenly between the big toe, little toe, mound, and the center of the heels. Foundation there, and then lift your right leg up, hold the right ankle, left hand on your hip, and place the right foot against the left thigh, inner thigh, and try to take the foot high up, heel into the perineum, and then release the right foot into the left leg. Relax the right foot, hold the ankle loosely, And activate your left thigh. Lift the kneecap up and take the hip, your left hip, to the right a bit. Push it into the foot, the right foot, and activate the thigh. This is the action that helps with the foundation and tree pose. Now place your right hand at the root of your right thigh and do an external rotation of the right thigh with your hand. Drop the right sit bone down. Let it relax. Relax down. Good. And then square the hips a little bit. Bring the right hip forward to square the hips. And place your hand at the right knee. Lift your chest up. Take your left shoulder back. And keeping the hips squared, use your right hand to take the right knee back without taking the hip back to open the groin on the right side. Open the groin. Keep the left legs strong to keep you balanced in the posture. And if you're steady, bring your hands to Namaste, lift your sternum up, and relax your shoulders. Gaze at a point that's not moving. And release your hands, release your leg. Relax in mountain pose, Samasthiti. And once again, set your feet in mountain pose. Find that foundation again. And lift your left leg up and place the heel high up at the perineum. Place your left foot against the right thigh. Hold the ankle loosely. Activate the right thigh to lift the kneecap. And take your right hip to the left a little bit, that way. Relax the left foot into the right thigh. And place your hand at the root of your left thigh. Relaxing the hip to an external rotation of the left thigh, drop the left sit bone down. Relax it, and then square the hips, bringing the left hip forward slightly. Then place your left hand at your left knee, keeping the hips squared. Take your right shoulder back, lift your chest up, take your right shoulder back, and using your left hand, take the left knee back to open the groin. Stay stable in the standing leg. Relax the left groin and hip. Gaze at a point that's not moving and stay there. And if you're stable, bring your hands to Namaste. Lift your sternum up, take your shoulders back. Relax your elbows, gaze at a point that's not moving, and just observe your breath here. And release your hands, release your legs. Just one sec, I hear some music coming. Sorry, I heard some music playing. I guess it was playing from my phone, I'm not sure how, but anyway, okay. Okay, we're going to do a few sun salutations. Please come to the top of your mat and stand in mountain pose at the top of your mat. And stand in a relaxed expression of mountain pose. And just observe your breath as you breathe naturally, connecting the mind and your body through your breath. In classical sun salutation, inhale, hands above your head. Exhale, relax your hips and fold. Inhale, look at the wall in front. Exhale, right leg back, right knee down, hands on the floor, look at the wall in front. Inhale, hands above your head. Exhale and move to plank position. Inhale and plank. Exhale, knees down, chest down, hips lifted. Inhale, drop your pelvis and navel. Lift your head and chest. Elbows are bent. Exhale, lift your hips back and up to downward dog. Inhale, step your right foot in between your hands, left knee down, and take your hands above your head. Exhale, release your hands to the floor and sink your hips. Inhale, step your left leg forward. Look at the wall in front to extend your spine. Exhale, relax your hips and fold. Inhale, hands above your head, come up. Exhale, release your hands. And Samasthiti. Continuing, inhale, hands above your head. Lengthen the spine. Exhale, relax your hips and fold with a long spine. Inhale, look at the wall in front. Exhale, right leg back, right knee down, hands on the floor. Relax and open in front of your right thigh. Inhale, hands above your head. Continue to open the front of the right thigh. Exhale, move towards plank position. In plank, shoulders in line with your wrists. Take the heels back slightly. Activate your thighs, navel in. Exhale, knees down, chest down, hips lifted. Inhale, drop your pelvis and navel. Lift your head and chest. Exhale, lift your hips back and up. And straighten the legs in your mount. Inhale, step your right leg forward, left knee down, and hands above your head. Relax and open the front of the left thigh. Exhale, continue to open as you bring your hands to the floor. Inhale, step your left leg forward, look at the wall in front. Exhale, relax your hips and fold. Inhale, hands above your head, come up. Exhale, release your hands in Samasthiti. One more time. Inhale, hands above your head. Exhale, relax and fold. Look at the wall in front. Exhale, right leg back, right knee down, hands on the floor. Inhale, hands above your head. Exhale, move to plank position. Inhale and plank. Exhale, knees down, chest down, hips lifted. Inhale, drop your pelvis and navel. Lift your head and chest, elbows are bent. Exhale, look at your hands as you go to downward dog. And then release your head. Inhale, step your right leg forward, left knee down, and hands above your head. Exhale, hands to the floor, and look at the wall in front. Inhale, step your left leg forward, extend your spine. Exhale, fold with a long spine. Inhale, hands above your head, come up. Exhale, release your hands in Samasthiti. Sun salutation A. Inhale, hands above your head. Exhale, relax and fold. Inhale, extend your spine. Exhale, step both your legs back to plank. Drop your knees to the floor, bend your elbows back and bring your chest halfway or all the way down. Inhale, lift your head and chest into upward dog. This time your arms are straight. Exhale, lift your hips back and up to downward dog. Inhale, step the legs forward, look at the wall in front. Exhale, relax your hips and fold. Inhale, hands above your head, come up. Exhale, release your hands. One more. Inhale, hands above your head. Exhale, relax and fold. Inhale, extend your spine. Exhale, step or jump your legs back. Bring your body down to chaturanga or modification. Inhale, lift your head and chest to upward dog or modification. Exhale, lift your hips back and up, downward dog. Inhale, take your straight right leg up behind you. Exhale, place the foot in between your hands. Inhale, come up. Left heel is up here. Relax the knees, relax the hips, square the hips. Straighten both legs on the inhale. Exhale, bend just the right knee and come down with your hips. Inhale up, straighten the right leg. Exhale, go down 2. Inhale up, exhale down 3. Continue. 4. Try to keep the back leg straight. 5. And keep the hips down. Take your hands up. 1. Look up. 2. Straighten the left elbow a little more. Take the right shoulder back. 4. 5. Bring your hands to the floor. Take your right leg back. Bring your body down to chaturanga or modification. Inhale, lift your head and chest to upward dog or modification. Exhale, lift your hips back and up to downward dog. Inhale, take your straight left leg up behind you. Exhale, place the foot in between your hands. Inhale, come up, relax your knees. Exhale, square the hips and torso. Inhale, straighten both legs, come up. Exhale, keep the back leg straight, bend the left knee, bring your hips down. 1. Continue, inhale up. Exhale, down 2. Inhale, straighten the left leg. Exhale, bend it. 3. Continue. 4. 5. Stay down with your hips. Take your hands up. Look up. Energize with the right hand. Bring the left shoulder down. 2. 3. 4. 5. Release the hands to the floor. Take your left leg back. Bring your body down in chaturanga or modification. Inhale, lift your head and chest in upward dog or modification. Exhale, lift your hips back and up to downward dog. And inhale, step or jump your legs forward. Look at the wall in front. Exhale, relax your hips and fold. Inhale, hands above your head, come up. Exhale, release your hands. And just relax here for a few breaths. And observe your breath again as you breathe naturally. And allow the body, mind, and the energy body to just absorb the effects of what you've done till now. Adapting the posture of receptivity through relaxation. allowing the energy body to also settle down a little bit. Good, and open your eyes, please. Okay, we're going to go into a standing balancing twist here. I'm going to show it to you on this side. This is a standing balancing posture as well as a twist. So first, it's important to get the balance correct, like in tree pose, and we've already prepped for that with tree pose. So lift your right leg up, right knee up, and hold the right knee with your right hand, left hand on your hip, and lift the knee up. Flex the foot, straighten the left leg, lift your chest up, and find the balance first here. Foundation in the left leg, lift the sternum up, extension in the spine, and opening in the hip joint as you lift the knee up. Now we're going to add a twist to this. Hold right knee with your left hand, and try to point the knee straight forward in line with the hip. Use your right hand at the right hip and drop the right hip down. Work the left leg, lift the left sternum up, and take the right hand back in the twist. Lift the left sternum, bending your left elbow, pull the knee slightly to your left, and reach with the right arm to twist and look back. Stay there, please. Of course, if you're more open, you can also straighten the leg and stay in the twist like this. And bring the right hand back, release the leg, and relax for a moment. Okay, let's do it on the other side. First, lift left leg up. You can hold with both hands even. And work the right leg, straighten it. Lift the chest up, relax the left hip, and pull the knee up a little bit. Flex the foot. Stay here, finding the steadiness in the right leg, extension of the spine. Relax the left hip. Then to go into the twist, hold with just the right hand. Place the left hand at the hip joint. Lift the chest up, especially the right sternum. Then bending the right elbow, twist the spine and take the left hand back. Stay here. Working the right side, relaxing the left side. Make sure that the knee doesn't go to the left. Knee is still moving slightly to the right. And of course, if you're more open, hold the foot, straighten, and twist. And then bring the hands back to the hips, lift the knee up, and release. Good. Just move the legs around, relax the hips, and come back to your mat. Let's see. Okay, you're going to do that. Stand at the center of your mat in mountain pose, Savasana. And step your legs apart and take your hands apart. Pigeon toe your feet in a little bit. With your palms facing down, relax the shoulders, shoulder blades, relax the hips, and turn your palms up, lift the chest, look up, exhale, relax the hip joint and bring your hands on the floor, either in line with your shoulders, or if you've been practicing longer, you can take your hands back in line, the back of the wrist in line with the back of the heels, in between the legs. And wherever your hands are, drop the wrist to the floor. Look towards the wall in front, not just from your eyes, but think of your eyes being on your sternum, the breastbone, and look with your sternum. Look forward towards the wall. Lengthen the spine and open the hip joint. Lift the sit bones up and straighten the legs any amount without forcing it. Lift your big toes up, drop the pinky toes, and drop the outer ankles towards the floor. Lift the sit bones up. Now relax the toes. Lengthen your sternum forward, and then relaxing the hip joint, bend your elbows back and bring your head, relax the head and the chest towards the floor. Just go to wherever is available for you. You may not be able to go all the way down, that's fine. Just wherever you are comfortably without pushing. Work the legs, lift the big toes up, lift the sit bones up, shoulder blades up your back, elbows towards each other. Lengthen the spine. And come to the half position. Walk your feet in a bit, bend your knees, hands on your hips. Inhale, take the hands up. Exhale, and bring your legs together. Okay. So we're going to do another variation of this. You can repeat. If that was challenging enough for you, then just repeat that with your hands on the floor. I'm going to show another variation with the hands interlocked behind, which is a little more challenging because you don't have the support of the hands on the floor. Do what's appropriate for you. Like I said, if the previous variation was challenging enough, you want to be able to completely relax in it, and just repeat that. If you've been practicing longer, you're more open, then you can do this. Step your legs apart, hands apart, everyone. Pigeon toe your feet in, relax the shoulders and the hips. Turn the palms up, and then those of you interlocking your hands, interlock your hands behind your hips. Straighten the elbows, take the elbows towards your back, lift your chest up, everyone, and exhale, come to the half position. In the half position, elbows will go towards the back, lift the sit bones up, lengthen the sternum forward, straighten the legs in your mount. If your legs are more straight, then begin to fold and relax the hips. Now the elbows will start moving away from your back, and maybe your head comes to the floor. Maybe. Otherwise, wherever is comfortable. Relax the outer ankles down. If your head is on the floor, relax the shoulders. And with every exhalation, relax the pinky fingers towards the floor by relaxing the shoulder joints and reaching with the arms. And inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, step your legs together and release your hands. Relaxing Savasana. And just allow the body, physical body, mental body, and the energy body to absorb the effects of the posture, the experience of the posture. And you can use the time to also just reflect on your experience in the posture and any insight or learning that you may have gained. And you can take that insight or learning into your practice as we continue to practice. Open your eyes, please. We're going to go into triangle. Now let's use the bricks for triangle. If you have bricks, otherwise you can just place your hands on your legs or the floor if that's available for you. Okay. So standing at the center of your mat, facing the screen, step or jump your legs apart, hands apart, and exhale, point the right foot out. I'm going to mirror you, so it looks like you're practicing on the same side. And then inhale, lengthen, look towards the screen as you lengthen, reach with your right hand, relax your hips, and release your right hand down to the brick. Now relax the hips, lift your chest and sternum up, And take your head and chest back, move the hips forward a bit in a seesawing action, relax the back leg, and then straighten the back leg, internal rotation of the left thigh. And pushing down on the right wrist, lengthen the right sternum forward, away from the right sit bone, and vice versa. And then take the left shoulder back, and finally gaze at your left thumb. Stay there, please. Now wrap the left arm behind you and physically do an external rotation of the right thigh. Take the right sit bone back and take the left shoulder back. Now we're going to half moon. Bend the right knee. Take the left leg in. I'm going to step back a bit so you can see. And use the brick. Place the brick about 2 feet in front and slightly to the right of your right leg. Make sure that the right foot is pointing straight forward. Keep the right knee bent and take the left shoulder back. Keep everything as it is. Go forward a bit. Come to your tippy toes in the back leg. And then flex the back foot and lift it up. In line with your hip. Keep the right knee bent. Take the head and chest back. And then straighten the right leg. The left leg would have gone forward a bit. Now bring the left leg back in line with your hip. Take your left hand on your hip, turn the torso and the hips, and then take the left hand up. And then maybe you gaze at the left thumb. And release. Come down and come up, please. Come back to Samasthiti. Relax. And step or jump your legs apart, hands apart. Point your left foot out. Reach with your left hand, relax the hips as you go into triangle. Once you're in it, relax the back leg. Lift the sternum up and take your head and chest back. Bring your hips forward slightly. Then straighten the back leg. Pushing down on the left wrist, lengthen the left sternum away from the left sit bone and left sit bone away from the left sternum. And then take the right shoulder back, twist the spine, and look at your, or towards your right thumb. Even if you can't find it fully, just towards it. Turn your chin to your right. And then wrap the right arm behind you. Do an external rotation, the left thigh. Take the chest back a bit. Take the right shoulder back. And then bending the left knee, step the right foot in. Take the brick about 2 feet in front, slightly to the left. Keep the left knee bent. Lean forward onto the brick. Come to your toes in the back leg. Keep the left knee bent. Flex the foot, back foot, and lift it up. Keep the left knee bent and work on the right leg. Lift it up in line with your hip. Now take the head and chest back. The right leg will move forward a bit. Straighten the back leg, straighten the left leg. And then take the right leg back. Bring your right hand on your hip. Lengthen the sternum. Take the right shoulder back. And then take the hand up. Finally, gaze at your right thumb. Good. And release. And come up, please. Good. And go to child's pose. Make your way to child's pose. And start with your heels going towards your hips. And take your hands forward, like in downward dog arms. Elbows are off the floor. And lengthen the sternum forward a bit. to lengthen the front of the torso, and then release, slide the hands forward, keep the hips on the heels, release your head, forehead to the floor. Use your hands to help you move the hips back towards the heels and relax the skin of the forehead towards your eyes. Stay there, please. Just observe your breath as you breathe naturally. Now take your hands back with the back of your wrist close to your ankles, palms facing up. Relax your elbows to the floor. Relax your shoulders. Relax your forearms. Relax your ankles, the tops of your feet. Relax your knees, back of the legs towards the calf muscles and the heel. Relax the hips towards the heel. And relax the back of the torso towards the front of the torso towards the floor. Once again, soften your throat, the skin on your face and your eyes, and just observe your breath as you just relax here. Maybe even count your breaths. It will help to steady the mind and relax the mind. Good, and come up, please. Lift the torso up and release your legs from under your hips. And let's see, we're going to go into Savasana. Okay. So actually come back to your hands and knees and come to plank position, please. From plank, bring your body all the way down, bending your elbows, ground your pubic bone on the floor and the navel on the floor. Bring your straight legs together behind you and lift your straight legs up, lift your head and chest. Use your hands on the floor to help you lift the chest up. Look up a bit in locust. Stay here, please. Good, release. Turn your head to one side. Release your hands behind you. Move your abdomen from side to side. Relax the abdomen. Stay here. And bring your chin back to the floor. Bring your straight legs together behind you. Keep your hands back as they are. And pushing down at the back of your wrists, lift your legs up, straight legs up. Lift your head and chest up. Take the shoulders back and down. Stay here. And release. Turn your head to the other side. Relax for a moment. Relax the abdomen and the back. Shake your pelvis and body from side to side a little bit. And relax there. And bring your chin back to the floor. Legs, straight legs together behind you. Interlock your fingers above your hips. And as you straighten the hands, lift the shoulders up, take them back, bring your elbows towards your back, and lift your legs up. Stay here. Take the elbows towards the back, lift the chest up. And release. Turn your head to the other side. Relax. Let's see what's next. Okay, and then just turn around with your head in the same direction and lie down on your back. We're going to do a couple of bridge poses. So bend your knees and bring your feet in line with your hips. For the first bridge, bring your elbows in towards your torso. And with your hands up, bring the elbows in, lift the chest up, and then grip the sides of the mat with your hands. Bring the elbows in, lift your hips up, roll your shoulders under and your elbows in, pressing down on your feet, tuck the tailbone, and take the navel into your spine and lift your hips up towards the ceiling. Bring your chest towards your chin. Stay there, please. And release your hips. Relax your hands. Take a deep inhalation and exhalation. Second one, lift your hips up and interlock your fingers under your hips. This time you can move one shoulder away from the ears, the other one away from the ears. You can do that a few times and drop your elbows to the floor. Bring your pinky toes towards the floor. Tuck your tailbone. Lift your hips up, navel into spine. Push down on the elbows and the feet. Tuck the tailbone, walk the lower glutes and the upper hamstrings to scoop the pubic bone up towards the ceiling. Good. Release. Let go. Take a deeper inhalation and exhalation. Now you can repeat one of the two variations, arm variations that we just did, gripping the sides of the mat or interlocking your fingers under your hips. If you've been practicing longer, your spine is a little more open in the back bending direction, then hold your ankles, bring your feet in towards your hips and hold your ankles. Now this is a little more deeper into the spine. So if you have back problems, especially if they're aggravated when you do back bending postures, then I would recommend that you do one of the previous variations because this goes deeper into the spine. Okay, only if this is something that you do often and it's okay for your back, then hold your ankles and lift your hips up, roll your shoulders under and pressing the elbows to the floor, tuck the tailbone, fire the lower glutes, take the navel in and lift the hips up towards the ceiling, scooping the pubic bone and the tailbone up and lengthen the low back as you do this from the action of the lower glutes and the upper hamstrings. And release, please. Hug your knees in to your chest and pull your knees in to open and relax the muscles of the back, which we just engaged in those three variations of bridge. And here, as you pull the knees in, you're lengthening those same muscles as a counter to what you just did. And release your feet to the floor with the knees bent. You're going to lift your hips only to the right and drop them down. You're going to go into a twist here, reclining twist. Straighten the left leg along the floor. And using your left hand, pull the right knee into your chest and keep the knee moving up as you take the knee to your left and towards the floor, and the inner edge of your foot will come on the floor. So you're twisting here. Take the knee down as much as you can. You can use your left hand to help you with that. Left elbow on the floor. Flex both feet, and then lift the left sternum up. Reach with the right hand and relax the spinal muscles to bring your right shoulder towards the floor. One more time. Inhale, lift the left sternum. Keep the right knee moving down. Reach with the right hand and look to your right. Maybe you need to do it one more time. Lift the left sternum. Reach with the right hand. Twist the spine. Take the right shoulder down and then hold the body there with your actions. Relax the right side of the abdomen and relax into the twist. Wherever you feel a stretch or tightness, just on the exhalation, suggest for those muscles to relax and let go of the tightness. Good. Come back to center. Feet on the floor with the knees bent. Lift your hips up and take your hips to the left. Straighten the right leg forward. Using your right hand, pull the left knee into your chest and bring the left inner foot and the inner knee to the right on the floor or towards it as much as is available. Flex both your feet and straighten the right leg and push on the right elbow gently on the floor. Lift the right sternum up, reach with the left hand and twist the spine to bring the left elbow first on the floor. One more time, lift with the right sternum, reach with the left hand, slide the elbow away from your shoulder and bring the left shoulder to the floor. One more time, lift the right sternum, exhale, reach with the left arm, left shoulder towards around the floor, look to your left, hold your body with your actions, and on your exhalations, suggest relax and release wherever you feel the stretch. Good. Come back to center. Release your feet on the floor. Look at the list here. And roll over to your side. Come up to a seated posture. And we're going into Virasana. And maybe I should show it to you with a view of my back so you can see the legs. If you have a brick close to you, a brick or two, you may need even 2 bricks, depending on the condition of your knees. So start in tabletop. I'll show it to you from behind like this. And knees together and feet apart like this. So the knees are together, feet are apart. And then have the brick under your hips. Use your thumbs to pull the calf muscles back and take them out of the way and release your hips onto the brick and sit down like this. But you see the toes are pointing straight back. I don't know how that looks from here. I think you can see it. Yeah. Toes are pointing straight back, feet are pointing straight back, knees are together. Place your hands on your heels and lift your sternum up, shoulders back, elbows towards each other. Relax the tailbone, lift the lowest back rib up, stay here. Then place your hands on your, let me turn around now. Place your hands on your thighs, palms facing either way. You can have them down, lift your sternum up, and stay here, please. Good, and come up. Release your legs and sit down in Dandasana with your legs straight forward. Lift your chest up. We're going to go into a twist. I'll show you from the front so you can, and I'm going to mirror it so you can follow what I'm doing. Okay, so sit in Dandasana first with your legs straight forward. Lift your sternum up, shoulders back and down, flex your feet, activate your thighs. Then bend your knees slightly, feet on the floor. And I'm going to mirror it, so, but I'll instruct on your side. So hold the right ankle from under and take the right heel next to your left hip, like this. So I'm mirroring you, so you'll be doing it like it's on the same side, okay? And then take the left foot outside the right knee, like this, okay? Okay, and then just to move your hips to the right a bit. Hold the front of the left leg like this. Drop your sit bones down. Bring your torso in line with your hips and lift your sternum up. Stay like that. And then hook the right elbow in front of the left shin and use your left hand to lift the navel up and turn the abdomen to your left. Release the left hand behind you and dropping the left sit bone down, bring the left knee towards the right chest. Lift the right sternum up, take the left shoulder back, and turn your chin to your left to look back. And release, please. Let's go to the other side. So placing the left heel outside the right hip and placing the right foot outside the left knee. So just do like we're doing it on the same side. And lift your hips and move it to the left. Drop the sit bones, hold the front of the right leg, drop the left sit bone, lift the sternum up, and bring the right knee slightly towards the left chest. Stay here to open the hip and the sacrum, actually, the outer line of the leg. And then hook the left elbow in front of the right shin. Use your right hand to physically lift the navel up and turn the abdomen to your right. Release the right hand behind you, straight behind you. Drop the right sit bone, lift the left sternum, and bring the right knee in towards the left chest. Take the right shoulder back, left shoulder forward, and take the chin to your right. Look back. And release, please. Release your legs and bring your legs back to the mat. Move the flesh from under the buttocks and spread your sit bones on the floor or your props. If your hamstrings are particularly tight, it may be good to sit on a folded blanket or any kind of elevation, including a bolster. If your hamstrings are particularly tight. And place your hands next to your hips on the floor. Lift your sternum up in Dandasana. Take the shoulders back, elbows in towards each other. Flex your feet, activate your thighs, spin your inner groins down towards the floor. And stay here, lengthening the spine, lengthening out of the low back, and working the front of the legs to open the back of the legs. Drag the heels away from you, the back of the heels. Stay here in Dandasana, looking at your big toes. Keep everything as it is. Lift the sternum up, bring your hands to Namaste. Lift the sternum up with the sides of your thumbs. Relax your shoulders. Interlock your fingers, straighten your arms, and take your hands above your head. Stay here, lengthening the spine. And if you notice, the spine needs to be in line with the hips, not too forward, not too back. So you can feel the sit bones descending. Lengthen up with your arms. Take the elbows behind your ears if possible. Flex the feet, calf muscles into the floor, inner groins moving down, and the back of the thighs moving down. Lengthen here, then release the interlock, look up, and reach with the arms. Lengthen the front of the spine as you fold from the hip joints. Go down as much as is available for you in the hip joints, and then release your hands to wherever they reach comfortably. Now, you may not go down so much. You may be here, which is fine. You can also use the belt and stay there. It depends how open your legs are and your hips are. Okay? Wherever you are, stay in the half position, which means you're lengthening the sternum towards your chin. Move the sit bones back. Flex your feet a little bit. Lengthen, pull on your legs, and as if you're taking the chest forward and away from the legs. And the back muscles need to engage into the back body. Straight arms, straight spine, straight legs. Now, those of you with tight hamstrings and tight hips, the half position is more beneficial for you because this is where you have to do the work to open the back of the legs and by lifting the sternum up. Also, if you have back problems, the half position is better for you. If you're more open, you can move towards the half position and the full position, full forward fold. And this is a forward fold, which means that on your inhalation, take the sternum forward. On your exhalation, take the elbows out and fold from the hip joint. Keep looking at your big toes. One time, second time, stay there. Don't back off. Now lengthen the sternum forward again. Exhale, elbows out, relax the hips to fold. You don't push down, always relax down. Pull the feet, inhale, lengthen the sternum, that's the action. And then elbows out, relax the hip joint to go down more. And finally, release the head. Stay there. Soften your abdomen. Inhale. Come to the half position. Again, lengthen the spine. Exhale, interlock your fingers, straighten your arms. Inhale, take your hands above your head. Lengthen the spine again. And then Dandasana. And exhale. Release your hands down. Okay, we're going to do a variation of shoulder stand. You're going to need your bricks if you have bricks. Otherwise, you can also put a bolster under your hips, or if you have a cushion or something, you can fold the cushion so you can use them to support your hips as you lift them up. So lie down on your back. If you have these foam bricks like this, then you need two of them, placing them flat on the floor like this. If you have wooden bricks, which are better, then you can keep it like this in the middle height. Some of you are more open, you can keep it in the tall height. So I'm going to use the foam ones, which is what I have at home. And lift your hips up, place one brick or your brick or whatever your prop is under your sacrum, which is the lowest part of the spine. Relax the hip on that. If you're using foam bricks, then once again lift up and place the second one flat. And make sure that you're able to rest the hips on it, tuck your shoulders under. Stay here for just a moment. And then bring your knees in towards your chest and straighten your legs in the air. Look straight up, flex your feet. And you'll feel a little bit of weight on the shoulder joints. This is good for the shoulder and the neck. It's a variation of shoulder stand anyway. And you stay here, getting the benefits of an inversion. The legs being higher than the heart being higher than the head. It's good for the circulatory system, good for the drainage of the lymphatic system, good for the heart, and also good for the mind. Several internal benefits of inversion. You're not really doing too much here. You can just relax and enjoy it. And to come out, bend your knees, release your feet to the floor, lift your hips off the bricks. If you have two bricks, tuck your tailbone, release your hips to the floor, and you can push the bricks away and place them under your knees as you straighten your legs in Savasana. If you had a bolster, you can also put the bolster under your knees, which is nice. If you want using any of that, you can just relax the knees down. Tuck your shoulder blades under, lengthen the back of your head with your hands, palms facing up, and just relax here in Shavasana, please. In Shavasana, first just observe your breath as you breathe naturally, allowing the breath to recede into its natural state of relaxation. You can count your breath as this happens on its own. And still staying connected with your awareness, suggest for your throat to relax. Release the skin on your scalp, your forehead, the top, sides, and back of your head. Let go of any holding at the skin of your forehead, eyebrow center, and your eyebrows. And soften your eyes, allow them to rest in the sockets. Relax the sides of your nose and your cheeks. Release your jaw, tongue, teeth apart slightly, lips touching lightly. Rest your shoulders, elbows, and wrists, making the arms heavy. And relax your spine from the base of your skull, vertebrae by vertebrae, all the way down to the sacrum. And release your hips, knees, and ankles. Rest your entire back body on the floor. Stay there for a few breaths, letting go of all action, effort, and even thoughts from the practice. And then take a deeper inhalation and exhalation to come back to your breath body. Move your fingers and toes to come back to your physical body. Stretch your arms. Give yourself an overhead stretch with your arms. Flex your feet to lengthen the low back. Bend your knees. Roll over to your side. And then pushing down on the floor. Look at the floor as you come up to a seated posture. Namaste. Thank you very much. I do this class every Thursday online, 5:30 p.m. PST. And I hope to see you soon in person. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you.